There's a moment in every warrior's journey when silence becomes louder than excuses. When the mirror stops being just a reflection and starts becoming a challenge. That moment when you realize, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to lift the weight for you. No one is coming to fight your battles. It's just you, your will, and the iron staring back. The gym becomes your storm. And within that storm, the weak disappear. The impatient break. The lazy fade. But the relentless, the ones who refuse to bow, they rise. Every drop of sweat is your signature on the story you're writing with pain. Every repetition is a statement, a promise to yourself. That you will never be the same again. Because in this storm, comfort dies. And from that death, strength is born. You've got to feel it. The iron's cold bite, the lungs burning for air. The sound of your heartbeat syncing with your grind. That's not suffering, that's creation. You're not breaking down, you're being built. You see, strength isn't sculpted in moments of ease. It's carved in the hours when no one's watching. When your body screams stop. But your soul whispers, keep going. This isn't about building muscle. This is about forging character. This isn't about looking strong. It's about being unbreakable. The world loves to talk, to post, to pretend. But when the storm hits, when the pain sets in, when there's no audience and no applause, that's when the truth shows up. Will you run from it? Or will you rise inside it? In the iron storm, there's no comfort. There's only chaos, and that chaos becomes your home. It's where you learn that pain is not punishment, it's your greatest teacher. It teaches you patience. It teaches you power. It teaches you that the greatest victories are silent. And when you walk out of that gym, drenched, exhausted, barely breathing, you'll know something most will never understand. You survived the storm. And more than that, you became it. When you train, you are fighting against every version of yourself that ever said, I can't. You're fighting your past, your doubts, your fears. You're fighting the urge to quit that lives inside every human being. And when you win that battle, rep after rep, set after set, you evolve. You're not chasing motivation. You're chasing mastery. Because motivation fades, but mastery stays. Understand this, the storm doesn't end. You just learn to dance inside it. You learn to breathe while it rages. You learn to find peace in pain. That's what separates you from the rest. That's what makes you unstoppable. When others rest, you rise. When others break, you rebuild. When others surrender, you sharpen. You don't need validation. You don't need permission. The iron doesn't care about your feelings. And that's why it's pure. It doesn't lie to you. It doesn't flatter you. It exposes you. Every weakness, every excuse, every ounce of hesitation, it all shows up in that mirror. But so does your power. So does your hunger. So does your fire. Every champion you admire was once broken. Every warrior you respect once crawled through their own storm of pain. But they didn't stop. They didn't cry for help. They embraced the chaos and let it refine them. So don't fear the storm. Feed it. Fuel it. Become the wind that drives it. There's a difference between lifting weights and lifting yourself. Between moving the bar and moving your limits. You are not here to prove something to others. You are here to prove yourself to yourself. You're not chasing perfection. You're chasing power. Not fake power, not borrowed power. But raw, primal, authentic strength that no one can take away. That's what this storm is about. Every rep, every grind, every battle, it's you against your weakness. And weakness doesn't go quietly. It fights back. It whispers excuses. It begs for rest. But you roar louder. Because inside you lives a force that refuses to die. A voice that says, keep going, even when you have nothing left. And when that final rep hits, when the sweat stings your eyes, when your hands shake and your heart pounds like a war drum, that's when the truth hits you. You didn't just survive the storm. You became the storm. You became the fire. You became the iron. You became the relentless force that no pain can destroy. So walk into the gym tomorrow not as the same person who left it yesterday. Walk in as the storm itself. Unstoppable. Untamed. Unbreakable. Because that's what you are. A storm forged in the fire of repetition. A warrior born from the chaos of discipline. A body and soul carved from struggle and belief. This isn't just training. It's resurrection. The rebirth of your power. You are the storm. And the storm never stops. There comes a time when the noise of the world fades. And all that's left is the sound of your heartbeat echoing inside your chest. That's where the storm begins. Not outside you, but within. The iron storm doesn't come to test you, it comes to reveal you. To strip away the masks. To tear apart the comfort. To show you exactly who you are when everything gets heavy. Because let's be real, anyone can lift when it's easy. Anyone can push when the music's loud and the lights are bright. But what happens when it's 5 a.m. and no one's watching? What happens when you're sore, tired, and the voice in your head says, skip it? That's when the real battle begins. That's when the iron storm starts roaring. Every rep becomes a question. How bad do you want it? Every drop of sweat becomes an answer. And every ounce of pain becomes proof that you're still in the fight. You see, strength isn't a gift. It's earned, inch by inch, rep by rep. It's born in the quiet moments where you could have quit but didn't. Where you could have rested but rose instead. That's what separates the loud talkers from the silent builders. The iron doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't care if it's raining, if you're tired, or if you are alone. The iron has one law: show up or be forgotten. When you walk into that gym, it's not just a place, it's your battlefield. The iron bars, the sweat-stained floor, the echo of effort, it's sacred ground. You're not there to impress anyone, you're there to confront yourself. You see, every lifter carries two selves, the one that settles and the one that fights. Every set is a war between them, and the warrior wins only when he refuses to listen to the whispers of comfort. The iron storm isn't gentle. It doesn't give you mercy. It doesn't give you shortcuts. It gives you truth. The truth that real strength isn't about size, it's about spirit. It's not about how much you can lift once, but how long you can endure. It's not about the mirror, it's about the mindset. You can look strong and still be weak inside. But when your heart and your will are forged in the fire of discipline, you become something different. Something untouchable. Let the others talk about motivation. You live it. You bleed it. You breathe it. Because for you, this isn't a hobby, it's survival. It's therapy. It's a rebellion against every limit that ever tried to chain you. The storm inside you doesn't ask for peace, it feeds on challenge. And when you step under that bar, you're not lifting weights, you're lifting your life. The iron storm tests your patience. It humbles your ego. It teaches you that greatness doesn't scream, it grinds. It builds itself silently, under pressure, in pain, in repetition. Most will never understand. They'll see the body but not the war that built it. They'll see the strength but not the sleepless nights. The broken hands, the doubt, the discipline. They'll see the finished form, but not the storm that forged it. Every time you train, you die a little. And every time you push through, you are reborn stronger. You kill the weakness, the laziness, the fear, and what remains is raw power. You start to understand that pain isn't the enemy, it's your ally. Pain shows you where the work begins. Pain shows you where you still have room to grow. You don't run from it anymore. You walk straight into it. Because deep down, you know, the storm is where legends are made. There will be days when the fire inside you feels dim. When your body aches and your mind tells you it's enough. When life throws weight after weight onto your shoulders. Those are the days that define you. Not the good ones. Not the easy ones. But the days where everything inside you says, quit. And you say, not today. That's what the iron storm is. It's the war for your soul. It's the test of your hunger. It's the fire that separates the strong from the survivors. Every warrior has scars. Every fighter has fallen. But the difference between the broken and the built is that one stayed down, and the other rose, again and again. You are the one who rises. Because your purpose is bigger than your pain. Your drive is stronger than your doubt.